Welcome, everybody. My name is Lindsay. For those of you that don't know me, I am the Director of Counseling Services over in the Student Wellness Center here at ESU. I'm excited to be able to guide you through a relaxing meditation and guided imagery today, as I know that this has been an unusual and a stressful fall semester for all of us, faculty and staff, and as well as our students. So, thank you for hanging in there during this semester. And we're all in this together in regards to the fact that we have survived this semester and done the best job that we can to help our students. So I thought that I would take this opportunity to just really briefly go through a couple of stress management tactics because we're getting ready to embark on our winter break, and we're dealing with an increase in COVID cases, which is stressful for all of us. Some of us are having to change plans that we traditionally are engaged with family. Things are just different and stressful. And so I wanted to share just a really quick presentation with you that's called Face COVID. And then I want to transition into our guided imagery. So when we look at facing COVID, first off, I should probably say that this is a presentation that one of our other counselors and our biofeedback coordinator, Nikki Stump, has given before to students, and it's adapted from Face COVID, the ebook by Russ Harris. So the F first stands for focus. So, really just focusing on what you can control. So, a lot of what we are going through right now are things that are completely out of our control. We're not able to control the amount of cases. We're not able to control whether or not folks follow the rules, any of that kind of thing. So, just really remembering focusing on what you can control, and a crisis of any type, fear and anxiety are completely normal and natural responses. Um, so, again, just draw your focus on what you can control and focusing on the here and the now. And the A stands for acknowledging your thoughts and your feelings. So, acknowledging when you're having a feeling, as a curious scientist, perhaps, maybe even just saying, I know I'm noticing that I'm feeling anxious. I'm having thoughts about getting sick. I'm worried about that. Just going back in to being kind to yourself and reminding yourself that it's okay to experience these emotions and it's natural. So, focusing on what's present, maybe thoughts, sensations, feelings, maybe memories, without changing it, maybe even without judging it, and just noticing what those feelings are that you're going through. The C stands for coming back into your body. So, one of the things that we really talk about over in the counseling center to our students is looking at our emotions and our mental health from the bottom up. And so we are very focused on connecting the mind and the body together. And so, bringing your emotions back into yourself, out of your mind and into your body. So, working, maybe considering trying on a grounding technique. So, maybe slowly pushing your feet hard into the floor so you can feel that ground beneath you. Maybe pressing your fingertips together, slowly breathing deeply into your belly, maybe exhaling slowly. Whatever you can do to return to your physical self. So, as you do this, just to continue to remain aware of your thoughts and your feelings while moving through your body. So, this action gives you control over your physical body within the moment. And so, being able to engage in that relaxation and that focus of working on your body and regulating your emotions that way, your body has a natural response to slow down that stress reaction that can occur when you're feeling anxiousness or stress. E is engaging in what you're doing. So, refocusing your attention on whatever activity that you might currently be engaged in. So, this is an act of mindfulness. So, and grounding at the same time, focusing on maybe what you can see around you, naming 3 to 5 things, maybe things that you can hear, naming them. What is the sound that's the closest? Which one is the furthest away? And so, what you can smell, taste, or sense in your nose and your mouth, that's another way to engage those 5 senses and focus on a grounding technique. Just ending this exercise by giving your full attention to what you're doing in the moment. C is a committed action. So taking a committed action means taking into account that an action is congruent with your values, while also observing their requirements to keep us safe. So, what caring, maybe kind, supportive deed can you do right now to help others? What are simple ways that you can care for somebody and maybe others in your household? Maybe you could offer kind words to somebody else that might be experiencing distress. So, just asking yourself, what can I do right now? No matter how small it is or that it could be, that improves life for myself and maybe others in my household and even in my larger community. O is opening up. So, opening up and making room for difficult feelings and being kind to yourself. Just knowing that we're in this stressful environment and just knowing that the emotions that you have again are normal and just allowing yourself to experience those fully. So, as these feelings arise, maybe fear, anxiety, anger, sadness, guilt, loneliness, frustration, just allowing them to come. Don't try to stop them, trying not to judge them, but just noticing them and know that they are normal and you're only human. So, treat yourself as you would treat a loved one and offer yourself the same compassion and understanding and loving words and kind acts that you would to somebody that is a good friend or a family member or just anybody that you have positive relationships with. Values. So, as you look into that committed action, it should be in line with your core values. So, asking yourself, what do you want to stand for in the face of crisis? Like, what sort of person do you want to be? How do you want to treat yourself and others? So, using these values to guide you with whatever you do, even if you only use them in tasks you can do for yourself as you social distance. If you value kindness, maybe what ways can you be kind to yourself and maybe others? Can you be kind to those who are not doing things you believe they should be? Maybe such as wearing a mask outside. What can you do that you can be proud of once this crisis is over? And identifying resources. So, who can you turn to for help, support, and assistance? Friends, family, neighbors, health professionals, emergency services. If you're a student here at ESU, coming in and utilizing our counseling center, you can schedule by calling us at 620-341-5222. If you are a faculty or staff member, we have an excellent employee assistance program that you can access if you contact HR or look on Emporia State's webpage under the Human Resources section under Employee Benefits. And just don't forget to keep up to date by checking the county's health department site and just see what is going on around us in our community. Disinfecting and distancing, we are very well aware of what we need to do to keep us safe. And our campus has done a great job of keeping us all safe this fall semester. So those are just some tips to take with you as we are getting ready to go into winter break and just some ideas for some self-care. So what I want to do now is I want to guide us in a guided imagery that focuses on connection. So if you want to go ahead and get settled into a comfortable space, get yourself in a place that is relaxing, maybe if you can, and hopefully you can go into a quiet room. So just again, begin by making yourself as comfortable as you can. Just listen to your body and respect whatever it is asking of you in this moment. Making any adjustments that you might need to make in order to allow yourself to relax just a little bit more. And just strengthening that relaxation a little bit deeper. Maybe shifting any parts of your body that will help you let go of any tension that you might be holding on to so that you can relax even a bit more. So I invite you to close your eyes whenever you feel like you're ready to do so, or you can simply keep a soft downward gaze. And now try focusing on your breath for just a moment. Maybe just feel the air flowing in and out of your nose. In and out. In and out. And just feel your chest rising and falling with each breath. Rising and falling. Rising and falling. So now that you're even more comfortable, maybe even a little bit more relaxed, I invite you to see in your imagination a very wide net, maybe something like a fishing net. And imagine that you and others nearby are all holding onto the edge of this net. You're watching it as it slowly gets larger and larger. It's expanding and slowly becoming bigger and wider. It is stretching beyond the town or the city that you're in. Beyond that to the entire continent. It's slowly reaching and stretching to embrace the entire earth. And set this net in your mind's eye if you can. It's encircling the whole world. So breathing in deeply, focusing on the feel of the net in your hands right now, knowing that you're connected to everyone here in some way. You're connected to everyone in the town, in the state, in the country, across the world, and you're part of the net that weaves us all together. And just notice how this feels. This knowing that you are so connected. Now imagine that each and every intersection of the net contains a brilliant jewel. What kind of jewels do you see? Are they the same, or is one different? It doesn't matter, just picture it how you would like it to be. And you're looking closely at one of the jewels in the net now. And it's brilliant and seems to be lit from within. It's so brilliant that it's reflecting all of the other jewels in its bright surface. You realize that all of the jewels in the net are like this, and you're noticing how each one shimmers and reflects the light from all of the other jewels. And as you are looking at the beautiful jewels that make up this infinite net, I invite you to find the jewel that represents one of your own beloved community members. Find the jewel that belongs to that person. Even if they're no longer with us, they're still part of this net. They're still connected to you, to us, because the net is what holds us together in this life and beyond this life. So go ahead and find that jewel and notice how it shines so brightly. Notice how the jewel is different from all of the other jewels. What makes it special? What makes it priceless to you? If you'd like to say something to that beloved person, do so now in your imagination, and just know that they can hear you. Listen for a few moments and notice if they respond to you in any way. It's time to start thinking about coming back into this space. But before you do, take a few moments to thank all of the jewels in the net, and particularly the community member whose jewel that you connected with today. Knowing that you can come back to this net anytime that you need, just by closing your eyes and taking a breath. So take one last look at the infinite shimmering net and remember that you're part of it, that you will always be a part of it, and that we are all connected and we're held by it. And now you are making your way back to this time in this place. Taking your time, maybe gently wiggling your toes and your fingers, and just feeling your body grounded by the surface beneath you, feeling supported. And just breathing in and out in a natural rhythm. And as you return to the sound of my voice, to this moment in time, you can gently open your eyes, taking your time and remembering that all is well. So I invite you to take one last deep breath with me. Deep inhale and an exhale. And I want you to just close your eyes one last time for me, or do a soft gaze. And I just want you to imagine yourself sitting across from yourself, Indian style. And I want you to reach out to yourself, and I want you to give yourself a hug for taking time today to take care of yourself and focus on emotional wellness. And you can open your eyes again. And I appreciate very much you all allowing me to go through this guided imagery with you today. If you have any questions or concerns about anything, you can reach me at the Student Wellness Center, and you can always also email me too. So I hope you all have a great winter break and enjoy your family and your friends, and try to stay as connected as you possibly can through all of this. Take care, everybody.